Hey guys, in this redgamingtech.com video we're going to be taking a look at Phobos 1953, that's KGB Unleashed. First of all, as normal with redgamingtech.com videos, we're going to be taking a look at the settings first. They are somewhat primitive, to be fair, particularly in the graphics department, but they do the job, bless them. In this case I'm going to be leaving brightness quite a few shades actually higher, because we did a quick test of this previously, and to say the start of the game is dark is like saying that, you know, night is light. It's just not going to happen for you. So we've turned that up a little bit. We're going to go with a new game, however. Yes, I am absolutely positive soon it will work everywhere, indeed. So anyway guys, the website's almost finished now. There are a few last bits to do, plus the forum. Oh god, I hate doing the forums. They're always a pain in the butt to do them, because they always seem to have the most amount of work to do. But anyway, getting on with it, you can see nice old style footage from ye old past. It's kind of cool. Sets up the atmosphere somewhat, I suppose. Definitely the silent movies with the old style music. However, meanwhile, about 15,000 meters below the surface. Okay, so I'm assuming that chappie there is myself. Either that or bunkmate, depending which. Actually, the graphics on the intro are fairly good.
Where am I?
That is an excellent question.
Seems I was unconscious. The smell of burning.
It smells like
I don't remember how I got here. Alright. Here are my tools and my passport. I've got to get out of here.
Okay. Right, let's have a look. Well, when the game actually lets me look, of course. Right, so we rotate by simply that, going to the edges of the screen. WASD is not used, so anyone thinking of it is going to be sorely disappointed. I see, we can mouse over and look out the door. I don't think that's gonna happen yet, so I think before we do any of that, let's have a good look in here. Now, as you can see, even despite the fact that it's fairly dark, despite the fact that the gamma has been turned up, quite a few shades actually. That cupboard does look a bit suspicious. But let's have a look. Ah, there's something there. That seems to be the only place. Okay, that's something in my inventory. I'll check that out in a second. Let's just make sure there's nothing else. There's a thing there. It doesn't look like I can do anything with it though. And there's a ladder. I'm pretty sure we can't pick that up. We have lights and a few other bits and pieces, along with the distant buzzing, which tells me that bad things are happening to this place. We can go a bit closer. I'll just quickly check over the desk, make sure none of these various little knickknacks can be picked up. Nope. Oh my god, I hated that James Bond character knickknack. Okay, the sound of the alarm is definitely somewhat louder in here. Graphics are fairly nice. They're not quite standing up so well to the higher gamma that I've basically forced upon it, but, well, tough. Alright, let's have a look. We have a few bits over there, some lights, camera and action. Let's have a look at this. Okay, a switch and a door. Let's see what you said about the door.
Door is blocked. Ah, it's too dark in here, and I can't see what the problem is.
Okay. So, if you can't see what the problem is, what's that? It looks like you can do something with those. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Okay, so let's have a look. Click on this.
Everything here is frozen. Looks like a liquid nitrogen leak occurred.
Indeed. Actually, speaking of liquid nitrogen, wouldn't it be cool if I had an idea what to do? Okay. So, rated voltage 18. Okay. Oh, that's just not going to happen, is it, my friend? So... Alright, let's see. We've got switches here. Okay. Numerous numbers. Let's see if my shitty math skills can be put to use. Okay. 2.5 plus 8.5, or 2 plus 8 is obviously 11, sorry, it's 10, and then we've got the extra 1, which is 11. That's a good start, and we have a 7 there. So, click, and click, and click. No fireworks? No explosions? No? Okay. Let's try. Let's see. Oh, you can actually drag. That was an accident. But you can actually drag to make it faster. That stops the dragging. Ah, well, at least that's one thing. That's what you get for not reading the instruction manual, exactly. Right, let's see if we can press this switch now. I'll take it from the stern reply, no, not so much. Alright. Okay. Okay, so I seems to bring up the inventory. So what have we got? Well, this is the only item I've got. So logically, this is the only thing I can use. And maybe one more. Okay. That looks right to me. Let's see if we can get rid of that annoying inventory. Ah, hi again, excellent. Now, let's hope for the best. Ah, we've got light. We have light, by golly, we have light. Possibly. Ah, we do have light, excellent. Okay. Things definitely look a bit different. Oh, we can actually pick that up now. Don't know what that was. Let's make the I button a second. Circular saw, apparently. Oh, we can just simply right click to but not hold it any longer. Certainly looks a bit brighter. See if we can go through this door.
The mechanical parts of the sealed door are jammed.
Okay. Mechanical parts of this door. Oop. Well, that's me kind of...
The mechanical parts of the sealed door are jammed.
Yeah, you've said that. Doesn't look like you can utilize it here. I'll do yield scan. No. that I expect to work. So far, the puzzles are not bad at all. It's definitely going to be one of those games where if you're into point and clicks, then you'll like it. If not, well, you won't. It's that simple. Ah, let's see. No, for just a second there I thought I'd be able to go into the cupboard again, just checking to make sure there's nothing. I'm able to get my little grubby mitts on. No, you never know, maybe I thought with the extra light. I know I'm using a slow method to look, but still, you must have to use a circular saw, and I'm not quite sure how. Let's see. Huh. Unless we can... Nope. Circular saw. It looks complete to me. Although maybe it needs power. Perhaps the issue is there's no go-go juice, if you will. I suppose we can simply plug this sucker in. Nope. So, I am pretty stuck. I don't like to admit that so early in the game, but geez, I am pretty stuck. Ah! I think I just did it. I think I plugged it in there. Still doesn't work. I think I plugged it in? No. Yeah, it's not plugged in at the start. So now it's in. So what the hell do we saw? Yeah, the second I walk away, it unplugs. So I am pretty mechanical parts. I mean, I think I got it. Maybe that. Success! It was a bit fiddly, but, well, tough, very on the fiddly. It's one of those games you just have to get used to it. Okay, I have a quick spin round. Okay, I'm in basically 2 directions to go. I suppose the technical term is eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll go with mo because I figure that way at least I'm closest to the exit. Let's have a look. Nope. Nothing in yield crate. Textures still look pretty good. Graphics are not the best, but considering the install size, oh dear, we've got another I don't want to go through you door. He's not even giving me a comment, so that's probably not so much then. Okay, so we can maybe go here.
Comrade Nikolaev, management of the Research Institute has decided to temporarily reassign you from the current project to perform emergency work at a strategic underground facility of the Ministry of State Security.
Indeed.
You'll receive your pass and all of your documents when you arrive. The equipment stops working at 10 in the morning, and this can't wait. Today is an extremely important day, and we need everything ready by lunchtime. I trust you understand the importance of completing this task.
I'm assuming he's remembering us. Voice acting is not terrible. Where's my about to say where the hell's the mouse pointer gone? Okay, so I didn't actually get to move in that situation. Okay. Oh wait, we've got something here. It's invoice. I don't know if that's going to be of use, but anytime you see stuff that has acids and various other helpful chemicals, Ah, I see. We can't actually take it unless I'm being silly. That's interesting. I kind of expected the familiar as it goes through the inventory, but apparently no. Sector head. Well, might as well. That was somewhat disappointing. Okay. Okay. That's just been bricked off. And we have a whatever the hell that is.
I need a special key here.
He needs a special man. He needs a special key. Okay. He seems a bit cheerful. I don't know if I'd be quite so chipper as him in this situation. I suppose it's even worse.
Looks like there was an exit here. They've changed the layout. I need to search for another way up.
It looks like there's an exit here. They've changed the layout. Yeah, brick wall generally changes the layout slightly. Unless it's, you know, one of those fake paper walls. Okay, we can go in here, however.
It looks like everyone was evacuated.
Yes. Other than my candy ass, apparently. Anything in these cupboards? Apparently, yes, would be the answer.
A strange closet.
Ah. What schedule? Regal Lvov. Kiev. I can pronounce a few of them. Sofia, for example, and, you know, Kiev. Minsk. Interesting. I don't know how it's interesting or relevant, but it's interesting, I'm sure. I'm somewhat curious on the story, though. Let's see. Bunch of what looks like geographic maps. We have a radio as well. Doesn't look like any of these actually work, however. Let's just have a quick little blast. I'll go up until, I don't know, Moscow or something. Maybe Leningrad. Okay, just going over the buttons. Can't.
Radio's working, except for the range switch.
Okay, so we need a switch for it. Fair enough, that would explain it. Okay, we have various bits here. We can actually look over the desk. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be for. Mind over matter. I wonder if it's going to be one of those psychological, psychic kind of experiments. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I'm not quite sure if I can page. What's that? Okay, there's not anything there like a ninja. There's actually quite nice details, intricate details involved, I will say. Okay, not quite anything else. Oh, that reminds me actually, let's punch that inventory. I have a pencil. Let's see. Carry out firearms. Firearms only permitted in the shooting gallery. Management rules attention to irrational use of radio, blah blah blah. I don't really see anything there that's helpful. Choose silo. I don't know if 22. I don't know if that means anything. The music fits the game, it's not intrusive. It's certainly not amazing, but it does fit the game. and you know, it seems to be the fine tradition of mainly point and clicks. Oops, let's click that again. Oh, actually, wait. I don't suppose we can. This is a bit of an odd question. Can we use pencil on anything? Doubtful, but you never know. No. Nah, I don't think so. Always worth checking. And nah, nothing to note down or scribble on. Fair enough. No. Okay, so a bit tricksy. We have a knob there. Wait, what's that? Illustrated jokes. They are ecstatic. I'm not really sure I get those jokes. Maybe you have to be Russian or something. The carpets, or the rug, shall I say, is riding up some. We have a machine. Perhaps we use this there, maybe? No, not a ye old pencil sharpener. Looks like a projector of some sort, to be honest. But nevertheless, I can't do anything with it. I don't suppose we can use...
I saw you before. I've seen you somewhere. I don't understand yet why you're here so deep.
Huh.
What the real reason is, it's unclear. But you must understand that you won't manage without my help. So you'll have to be patient and listen. It's interesting to watch people like you. I can probably tell you a thing or two about this place. Don't expect any explanations. You have to look for answers yourself.
See, in games like this, you always wonder, because they're so psychological, is he actually imagining that coming from the speaker, or is it really a reality? Interesting. Anyway. Hello. Oh, we can just
What's
click.
that? Someone just talked to me over the loudspeaker. Hey! Can you hear me? Are you talking to me?
I don't see
Just
anyone
want
else
to get
here.
out of here.
You must be talking to me. Let's see. Interesting. Ah. It's kind of annoying for a second you can't do anything. I think that's really
I need a
push.
special key here.
Apparently a pencil is not push a special key. It is not mightier than the sword. I suppose that does anything. There was a lot of information. The only problem is with stuff like this, you wonder, is it relevant, or is some of it just for story, or is some of it just for padding? Who the heck knows is the question, ladies and germs. Let's see. I mean, I think personally, this type of game is definitely worth checking out if you're into point and clicks. There has been a lot of adventures, both in the first and, well, third person type of styles recently. It's kind of ironic because for a long time, as I've mentioned before in another video, there was very few point and clicks adventure games for the PC. In fact, back in the early 2000s, even the mid 2000s, to be honest, to say it was an endangered species is like saying, well, it was very endangered. There was, I don't think I could really think of one or two really big ones. Of course, this is from back in the heyday of like the Grim Fandango and all of those other really fantastic games, which you should check out, by the way, if you're a fan of point and clicks. Although it could be a bit tricky to get on Windows, working in Windows 2, later version of Windows, such as say 7 and Vista. I'm not 100%, but I'm sure you guys can figure that out for yourselves. However, now there has been a small plethora of them released, some of them varying in quality and the graphical styles. I'm not a massive fan of some of them, to be honest, but this one's pretty damn good. It's quite different in that it's not medieval, which is nice in and of itself, because it's very unusual to get a point-and-click non-medieval game that's kind of set in this bleak kind of Moscow style, which I quite like actually. I've kind of sick of it with the World War shooters, but on the other hand, something like this, it's very atmospheric, and I quite like it. I will say that obviously the normal things apply if you're into your first-person shooters, for example, which I am of course into. But if you're not really into something like point-and-click or a slower-paced type of game, you're probably best served with something else. On the other hand, if you're looking for something a bit story-driven, or just something to kind of wrap your mind around, then you should go ahead. The scenery looks beautifully rendered. I must say it does look pretty damn good considering the size of the install as well. So anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. So head on over to redgamingtech.com and subscribe to us on YouTube if you would please for more information, and hopefully I will see you guys around soon. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.